Okay, good morning. Welcome to all. So, in this session, we are going to discuss about the usage of packet tracer. So, what's the use of the packet tracer? It's a product developed by Cisco only for simulation. So, when you are working for the industry or when you are going for the organization, you cannot directly install all the networking configuration. So we have to create the new structure. For that purpose, we are using the packet tracer. It's very useful for a simulation purpose. So this is the environmental which is used for our lab session. So there's a lot of menu options are there. The file menu, there's some new window can be opened with the help of this one, and save as a packet tracer files like that. You can easily find it. Save as a normal application. When you are choosing like a save a packet file as a external source means we can use it like in this option. And edit option will be there. View, tools, extension, windows. If you want to extend the full screen, we can use these options also. And apart from that, we can have that various subcategory tools also there. We can create with the help of this one PDF protocol data unit. We can use it for the simulation. And this one is also a complex PDU. We can easily transfer. We can easily check that how our simulations working fine. And here we can draw some coloring option for it will be very useful for when you are using that VLAN configuration. We can how that separate VLAN, how we are going to differentiate the VLAN concept, different kind of networks created with the help of a VLAN. We can easily identify with the help of this dialog box. And bottom of our packet tracer, there's a lot of options are there, and lot of networking devices are available. So kindly look at this at the bottom of left bottom of the corner. We are having the networking devices. What are the components are available? When you are clicking on that networking devices, and in the subcategory there is a lot of options are there. Router, switches, and hub, and wireless devices, security, and WAN emulation. There is a subcategory, sub options also there, sub elements also available. So we can easily choose it from that any one of the device from this place, and we can easily configure our lab environment setup also. Likewise, we can create the end devices and components, various connection components, cabling options, and miscellaneous, and our multi-user connection. What are the components are required for executing our lab, that is also applicable, that is also available in the packet tracer. So how we are going to create our environment networks with the help of a simulation. So one of the biggest advantages for the packet tracer is we are going to create our own networks. We can understand the concept. With the help of this simulation, we can easily go for our real-time environment configuration. That's what the packet tracer will be very much useful for our real-time work. Okay. So for example, how we are going to use the packet tracer. So here for example only we are going to discuss. I am choosing the networking devices. I have chosen the router. There is so many options are there. Nearly 10 to 12 or 15 router configurations are there. For our purpose, we can choose any one of the router. Just click on it and track it here. Nothing more difficult. Just click the whatever the router you want, just click on it and drag it in the empty place or panel, then it will be located in the particular system, particular place. So what we are going to, we have to identify that what is the use, what are the components are available, what are the port numbers are available in that particular devices. We can easily see it. Just go over the mouse in that image file, so we can easily find it. Totally 4 ports are available, 3 gigabit Ethernet are available, and 1 VLAN configurations are VLAN port also available. With the help of this one, we can easily identify what kind of router we are going, how many port numbers are available in the particular routers. We can easily see it from that image itself. So that's one of the advantages. And one more, once you click on it, the router, there is a physical configuration. We can see the physical configuration of the router also. Just look at this, how many ports number we already, when you are using the mouse cursor on that particular device, we are seeing that the ports are look at this, port, link, VLAN and IP address, IPv6, MAC address, everything is available, everything is displayed. So here, how the routers are physically appear, that's what we are looking at here. Physical view of the device. There is option zoom in, original size, zoom out. Zoom in means we can easily find it. What are the processor, what are the components, what are the ports are available in the back side of in the router. We can easily find it. This is a series of Cisco 4300 series. You can see it. You can see what are the ports are available, applicable for our each and every devices. We can easily see it. Okay, and this is the models, and we are, with the help of a configuration, we can going to assign the IP address for each and every router. Because IP is a mandatory for each and every network interface. Without IP address, we cannot configure anything. So IP address mandatory, we have to configure through the IP address, and this is the CLI command line interface. We are going to, when you click on the configuration, there is options of what are the ports are available, routing information, static RIP, route information protocol, VLAN databases, interfaces, what are the interfaces are available. When you move the cursor over that images, we already identified, it displays what are the ports are available in the particular router. That's what we are see here also. In a physical appearance, also how it is going to display here. That's what we are seeing in that particular physical interface of the particular networking interfaces. So 3 Ethernet, gigabit Ethernet ports are available. We can configure the IP address for each and when you configure for the routing concept, or when you configure the real networks, that time we are going to assign the IP address for each and every interfaces. Okay, this is the GUI guide mode. If you want to configure using that CLI also, you can easily configure, but I prefer in place of instead of GUI mode, I request you all of you try use the CLI mode, command language interface. Okay, this will, it will be very helpful for our, when you are going for the industry, when you are going for the real-time environment, that time that CLI will be more helpful, because that time it is not, when you are going for real-time work, when you are configuring the original router in the industry or some of the working place, it cannot be applicable, it can be, the guide mode is not applicable, not available in that particular device. You have to use the command line. Okay, this is the attributes, what are the byte information, power, how many what cost that is available in that particular process, particular devices. Okay, if you want to use it, you can easily close it, then go for the another devices. Suppose I want to see the switches. Look at this switches here. What's the use of the switches? Just transfer the data. Just transfer the data from one end of the device to the another end of the device. Transfer that information. Look at these images. How many port numbers are available? This is a 24 port switch. This is a 24 port switch. Look at this. There is a 24 ports are available. Apart from that, 2 each gigabit Ethernet are available, and another one is a VLAN. So this is the view. This is the graphical representation for the particular switch. Click on it. Look at this. I zoom in. So same information. This is the appearance. This is the physical appearance for the switch. 24 ports are available. Here, look at this. 12 plus 12, 24, and 2 gigabit Ethernet is also available. This is a console cable. We are going to use this console cable is useful. This is used to configure the switches with the help of a PC or laptop. We cannot directly configure the switches or routers in direct manner. We need a console cable or console port. Then only it is possible to configure the router in the real time. Okay. So same like
configuration mode, command line, interfaces and attributes. Look at the configuration process. There's a 24 ports are available. Each, if with the help of the switch, we can create a 24. We can connect the 24 system at a single switch. When you are using the VLAN, virtual LAN, we can create a 24 different kind of networks with the help of a switch. There is one of the advantages in the VLAN configuration. We can see one by one. When you are going for the next lab, upcoming classes, we can easily go through the VLAN configuration. Okay. This is the basic environmental setup for a packet tracer. Very useful for the simulation when you are going for the real-time environment or industry or working professional. That time we can directly go for the configuration that devices, networking devices. In place of that, we are going to get some application. I mean, we can improve ourselves with the help of our packet tracer. We can create our own idea. We can try to implement our own concept in that simulation. Then with the help of this one, if it is working fine in that packet tracer, then we can easily configure the same process with the help of a router or switches. Okay. This is the basics about packet tracer, environment and PAN. Okay. We can then in our next class, upcoming session, we are going for the how we are going to configure the switches, how we are going to configure the routers, and how we are going to create the different type of environment and networks. Okay. Thank you.